Hey people, welcome people to KK and EV again. Dog's just getting up in the action. There you go. This one's all about a trip I made to a Tesla, I wouldn't say dealerships because they're not dealerships, it was a service centre. Now I know a lot of my viewers are not into Teslas at the moment, they're a bit, stab him in the back. It's an Elon thing, I understand, but don't blame the car. But we'll move on. Anyway, this is all about me going for a afternoon out. Some of the people I met, some of the things I've seen, and there's a little ditty about a warranty thing as well with the customer there, which I'll explain. He didn't want to be on camera. He has now subscribed, so hello, you'll know I'm talking about when you see this. But yeah, just a bit of information about a Tesla service centre. Well, just dropped into Tesla Nottingham service centre to have my car looked at. I found this. First time I've actually seen one in the flesh. Great for the kids. I've seen adults on them. But there you go. And while I'm here, yes, that is the new Model Y. It does look better than the other one, no doubt about it. 100%. And I've just been inside it, and the interior looks far better with all the mood lighting, etc. and everything else. So yeah, very impressive that. So if you think about buying a Tesla, the Model Y. Well guys, I've got to say I'm not pushing Tesla, I don't get anything from it apart from one referral if you buy a brand new one, which is here on this channel. But while I was there I did note that the new Model 3 is available from $299 a month on lease contract, PCP, whatever. One hell of a bargain. That is one great car for $299 a month. I also do believe the Model Y is $349 a month, and again, super car. That's for the new facelift version as well, not the old one. The new facelift version, so it makes some great deals if you're willing to take a contract out. I think it's 8,000 mile a year limited from, but yeah, superb deal. Yeah, the main reason why I went across to the Tesla service centre, let me just put this straight before we continue with this, my 4 hours there. Basically, I went out to the car about 2 weeks ago and it came on the dash in the centre screen that I was no longer able to DC fast charge, and I thought, okay, no problem, or rapid charge should I say, okay, no problem. Why? I can relate to it because around 8 months ago I had a very similar thing happen. But all that was a power cable. I have actually got it on this channel when I went over to Nottingham Service Centre, so you'll see that if you want to. But this is kind of connected to it because what they did, they rechecked all the system again and they put a new module in as well. I'll show you the receipt of that here. That's how much it cost me. Zero, obviously. It was under warranty, thank goodness. But it wasn't a great deal of money anyway. But the labour's always expensive at Tesla, like it is at any normal national stroke legacy dealership. Again, super duper to do with Tesla. App it, they give you a date if you agree, you go over, you read into it, it's going to cost you nothing. Click zero, yeah, you're happy, boom. That's why I went over. Bit more to it than that, but yeah, so that's why this video came about, because of my time spent there, which was nearly 4 hours. Booked in for 1 o'clock, and I didn't leave till 5, which was a bit of a bugger. Well, as you can see, I'm now on my own in this place. Everyone else seems to have gone. I'll carry on waiting for the said car. I'm hoping to be out of here in the next 30 minutes. We'll see. Okay, as I was sitting in the Tesla service centre, there was around 5 or 6 other people, and mostly lone guys just waiting for their car to be done. But there was a couple in there who shown the face, and I started talking to the lady of the couple, and they said that they just sold a top of the range Lexus about a year ago and took on a Model Y. Now this isn't the facelift Model Y, obviously a year ago it was the regular one that was out there for 3 or 4 years previous, so I would say a 23 plate whatever, or very early 24 plate, and they'd had it for a year. And during this year, the guy was telling me that he was getting noises from above the top of the where the glass meets the headliner, like a creaking noise, and also a creaking from the back seats as he was going along. Now, he said it kind of quietened down a bit when people were in the seats, and it seemed to be where the seats met the door panels or the seals or whatever. It was hard to try and work out what he was actually complaining about on the rear, but I think I got his gist. So I said to him, why not try something like baby oil and put it on the seals that touch your door? That would make them not squeal anymore. Anyway, he listened, and he might have took my advice. If you're there, hello. He is now a subscriber, so hopefully you got it sorted out. But the twist of this one is that the warranty will only affect squeaks and squeals and noises in the cab, etc. for 1 year or 10,000 miles, whatever comes soonest. So the downer is that because he'd had it just over a year and not been into the service centre before and made a complaint or tried to get it under warranty, there was no way he could. So to get the work done, and that would have meant taking it down and repacking it above the top and looking at the back, Tesla wanted £550 as an estimate, which he did through the app. It was confirmed, and I caught half of the conversation with the service technician that was in there at the time, and yeah, 550 was mentioned. Now it sounds a lot of money, and it probably is, just to take a bit of a headliner down and repack it and everything else, but then they would warranty it again for another year. So not too bad. I don't think the guy went ahead with it, but just to bring this up to where we are now and the story behind it, and the thing to take on board if you've got a Tesla, is that if you've got any squeaks or you've got any noises in the cab that you're not happy with, which is a bit unusual because mine's 3-year-old. I'll be honest with you, that Model 3 I've got out there is 3-year-old, and there are 0 squeals, 0 little noises or whatever come from anywhere in that car. So I think his Model Y must have been maybe a one-off of a bad batch. But he didn't take them on board. He tried to get it through warranty. They were quite adamant that it was a no-no. So where it goes from here, I don't know. So again, just to make sure, get it done within the first year of ownership or the first 10,000 miles for anything oddball, for anything that's not mechanical, that's in the cab that you feel is not quite right. And they will happily come out and do the warranty work at 0 cost. As you well, you know, if you watch this channel and you see what I've had done with the Tesla, I had a very small little bubble come on my steering wheel, and I'm a devil for holding my steering wheel like this, and especially like this as I'm driving, and I feel that I may have, you know, worn a tiny bit, but this little bubble came on the steering wheel, and you can see it in a post. It's that one there, look. If you go and watch that, that's when I had the thing done. There was no hassle about that. That was when the car was around 2.5 years old, and again, straight under warranty. They came out to me at my address on my drive with a brand new steering wheel and fitted it. No qualms whatsoever. So I was a bit perturbed why I could get away with a bit of bubble on my steering wheel, but that guy couldn't get away with creaks and whatever at just over a year old. But hey, look, that's the warranty. So to take from this, check warranties, no mind what car you drive, be it an EV or a fossil fuel car or whatever. just check your details of your warranties, because people seem to think you get this 4-year warranty with Tesla and it covers everything. Well, it does not. Please read the small print and then you'll find out. But maybe an education to the guy I met, and hello again if you're watching this. Lovely to meet you and your wife while he was in there. I hope you got it sorted under warranty, but I don't think you did. Let me know on a comment if you are watching this. I'd be very interested to find out. So yeah, that kind of brings me back up to why I wanted to mention this little day out, because of warranties and what you should be looking for and what you're not going to get paid for in the long term after a certain amount of time. Okay, before I finish this, I will say that on a personal level, I have not found any issues with Tesla service, and I think they've been really good. The few qualms I've had with the vehicle over the 3 years have been put right, boom, straight away, no questions, straight on the app, tell them what the problem is, they fixed it. Minor stuff in my eyes, but they did it. And I've heard the same from a lot of other people. There has been a few stories where they've not covered this and that, but this again is why I'm saying this. But on a personal level, no issues with Tesla whatsoever. Well, that was it. That was my nice day out in Nottingham, may I add. That's the nearest service centre to me here in my hometown of Loughborough. Anyway, if you've not been here before, ask yourself why, because I want to know. Where have you been? Subscribe please to KK and EV. Plenty more to come. We'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.